The girls never slept. Not really. They played in bursts of memory games of tag through dust-choked hallways, hide and seek in rooms that no longer had doors. They moved in echoes, laughter stretched thin by time, until it cracked like ice over a deep pond. They didn't age. They didn't breathe, but they felt. Especially when he came back. Libby had found his scent first, buried in the waxy shell of an old lighter left in the hearth. She rolled it between her pale fingers, sniffed it and smiled. That secret kind of smile that said, I remember this pain, it was mine too. Nikki had heard his voice before he even arrived, his sarcasm, that damn exhale through his nose when something was too heavy to laugh at but too stupid to cry over. She had loved that sound. So the girls waited. They danced in opposite corners of me, dragging their fingernails across my walls, my beams, my skin marking their sides, their intentions. Nikki wanted him to see, to remember, to forgive himself. Libby wanted him to leave, because love always left and it hurt too much to watch it rot again. They didn't ask my permission, they didn't need to, I was part of them. They were stitched into me like veins of grief, pumping memory into every floorboard. Still, when they whispered, I whispered with them, but none of us noticed. It was no longer whispers. We were all screaming. He didn't hear it at first. Sean walked through me like a man in a dream. Everything smelled like cedar, mildew, and something faintly sweet. He lit a lantern from his pack. It flickered like it was breathing. The stairwell to the attic hadn't existed before, not in the photos, but now it rose like a spine along the back hallway, narrow and winding and waiting. Sean hesitated only once, then up he went. Each step moaned beneath his weight, a slow inhale of dread, my inhale. And at the top, the attic, he stepped into a cathedral of shadows. Slanted ceilings wept with rain that never dripped, cobwebs stretched like torn lace, dust floated thick, catching in the lantern glow like ghosts with nowhere to go. And carved into my bones, my rafters, was truth. Dozens of lines, some shallow, some gouged deep. No one believes me. She screamed for 3 hours. I wanted to stay. They lied. Tell Mummy Burr I'm sorry. I miss the stars. Sean reached out to touch one. The boy hem, a birthday card with half the words crossed out, a tooth, a lock of blue hair, a